All right, offensively, what position have the Lions improved most in? Let's talk about it. We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And you could talk about, improvements can happen from several different standpoints. Man, you can talk about from health. You can talk about free agent acquisitions. You could talk about somebody, you could see the improvement that you don't see coming. Somebody taking a jump from year 1 to year 2, year 2 to year 3, or whatever. Sometimes you get those late bloomers in year 5 going to 6 that go crazy, man. But obviously, you really don't know who improved the most and who, declines the most, which position offensively, and that goes for any one on the team. Even punters and kickers, one day they can look like, all-time greats, and then for the most part they can fall off. So we got some hungry guys that's playing on some in contract years, or contracts doing down, like Taylor Decker. Rick Wagner, I think, is in contract year. Graham Glasgow, I think, is in the contract year. Terrell Crosby playing for a starting position at right guard. If not, maybe can dethrone Rick Wagner. So you got some hunger on the offensive line. I think the offensive line can be a dark horse for us as a unit, as the most skilled. And I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit more later in the video when I give you my absolute answer. But don't be surprised, man, when people's livelihood on the line. Not all the time does pressure bust pipes. Sometimes when the money on the line, sometimes you got money players where pressure makes diamonds. And Rick Wagner need to make a diamond this year, or shit, he might be forced to retire or switch positions. Terrell Crosby, pressure on the line. He probably on a 3-year contract because he was a late round pick. He can walk into some real money if he step up and take that right guard position away from Kenny Wiggins and the rookie from Wisconsin. Even though the rookie from Wisconsin is probably gonna fit a little bit better in this offensive scheme, in my opinion, because they're gonna do a lot of downhill run blocking, a lot of power run game. Graham Glasgow, center guard. He in the contract year trying to get that moolah. Rick Wagner, year 1 and 2, you should see a significant jump from him. Taylor Decker, think they're going to extend. He got 1 more year after this year. So, they extended it to his 5th year option. So, he's trying to play for that moolah and get that check. So, it's a lot of hunger that should be across that offensive line. Not explain more. Also, you're getting healthy Marvin Jones back. A lot of people didn't realize that Marvin Jones injured himself in training camp last year. He had a knee injury that he just wasn't the same. You could see him and Stafford timing off. Stafford was having a kid, think twins. Marvin Jones injured his knee early on in camp. Their connection was beautiful last year. It was like, it was just good. It was like Starsky and Hutch, Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison, excuse me. But that knee injury slowed him down. He never recovered. People talking about trade him, this and that. Hey, man, he got a knee injury. Let's see how he recovered. And I think he'll be able to be explosive down the field in this offense. Kenny Galladay, another guy that's rehabbing from an injury, played a little nicked up last year. That's another one. That unit could be improved. You add a veteran that can find the holes in zones and really be quarterback friendly, and Danny Amendola. Never know what you get. Brandon Powell gonna see some time. Can Amendola stay injured? Tommy Lee Lewis. Jermaine Curse was a huge pickup. He could spell in on the outside and get vertical. Know how to get behind defenses. Know how to find, waltz his way through zones. So you really got a lot of dark horses on the receiver side as well too. You look at the tight end position. You bring in Jesse James, who a veteran guy who was quarterback friendly with Ben Roethlisberger. Know how to sit in the zones. Know how to smell the end zone, a good red zone target. If Hawkinson don't catch up or he slip a little bit in the tight end position, it's tough to learn because you got to know the blocking schemes. You got to know the slot receiver. You got to know the ace back a little bit. Sometimes they want you to line up outside, so you got to know the line audibles. It's a lot that go with that. So Jesse James has seen it all, and he's a formidable tight end in this league. And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers like the fact that Vance McDonald provides a little bit more explosion speed-wise, but the tight end position, you can make an argument that it's an upgrade. A guy that was in the rotation, Mike Roberts, looks not to make the team next year because you still got Toyota that's still there. I call him Toyota because I can't pronounce his last name. So it looked like it's going to be Toyota, Jesse James, and T.J. Hawkinson. So that's an improved unit. Look at it. Get rid of LeGarrette Blount. You bring in Ty Johnson from Maryland. His speed is on display in shorts and t-shirts. He can knock out Theoretic out the rotation. But you bring in C.J. Anderson, who I heard came in great shape. That's another guy you bring in. Kerryon Johnson, year 1, year 2. He should have been working on his durability and adding more lean muscle to his body, a little bit more bulk muscle as well too. So the running back position is looking like it could be super duper improved with a 1-2 punch of power, C.J. Anderson, and a little power, a little everything: power, speed, finesse, quickness, north, south, east, west, catching out the backfield, and Kerryon Johnson. But those are not the biggest acquisitions on the offensive side of the ball. And don't let nobody tell you no different. The biggest acquisition is the acquisition of Darrell Bevell, the offensive coordinator. He is the biggest acquisition out there for the Detroit Lions this season, offensive, defensive. He might not make as much as Trey Flowers, but you know what? Somebody that been there, done that. Work with Gus Frerotte, work with Tavares Jackson, work with Brett Favre, work with brother Russell Wilson, and got a Super Bowl with him. His ability to adjust to a quarterback like Brett Favre, let's throw it around. His ability to play with power running backs and know how to run the ball with Marshawn Lynch, with Adrian Peterson. You know what I'm saying? He know how to get the best out of everything. His ability to know how to run the ball, that's going to improve the offensive line. That's what I was talking about earlier. The offensive line is going to get a rhythm of getting to push guys backwards, and that's most important to an offensive lineman. Offensive lineman, your average lineman, loves to be aggressive, loves to be gutter, loves to be nasty, love to put the defense on their back heels, and that makes pass blocking a lot better because they don't know if you're running and passing, and that gives you a huge jump on the defense. Also, he's going to have better run schemes than Jim Bob Cooter did, and Joe Lombardi and Scott Linehan. He's a guy that's proven to know how to run the ball. Power O's. He knows how to run the stretch little system. He knows how to get north and south. He knows how to utilize the running backs in the offensive line, and he's going to be committed to the run. This ain't a guy that's getting his plays from Madden. This ain't a guy that's saying he installing new plays like Jim Bob Cooter every year, and it's the same plays, the same exact plays, no adjustment. This is a proven commodity in NFL, and it fits what Matthew Stafford needs. It fits what Darrell Bevell needs. I mean, it fits what, Kerryon, C.J. Anderson, everybody need. Run the ball, play action, deceive the defense, and get big opportunities down the field. You got a general offensively that knows how to do it. And when they hired Matt Patricia and kept Jim Bob Cooter, I knew at that minute that season wasn't going to be successful next year. It was the all-time stupidest thing they could have did. They would have been better off bringing Josh McDaniels and letting Cheryl Austin hold down the defensive side of the ball. But, hey, Bob Quinn is shown to be a year late and a dollar short a year late. That's just been the book on him. With running backs, dollar short, year late. Okay, offensive coordinator, I can see it. They should never retain Jim Bob Cooter, man. And Darrell Bevell is a colossal upgrade. Now, if Darrell Bevell can't get the job done with this offense, then it's deeper than we know. They got rid of position coaches. They brought in an offensive run coordinator. They brought in a new offensive line coach. They brought in new personnel. Yeah, maybe the Lions must just be cursed. Maybe Bob Quinn don't know what the hell he talking about, or don't know what the hell he doing. Or maybe it's just a curse, but Darrell Bevell is a good offensive coordinator. He's done it with mobile quarterbacks. He's done it with great running backs, AP all day, Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. He's done it with them, man. It's the best. It's the biggest upgrade the Lions could have got offensively. It's the biggest upgrade, period. And it should work in their favor. And if it don't, I don't know what to say. Because this shouldn't be a huge adjustment period, because run blocking for a lot of offensive linemen, should become natural. Now, some guys like to pass block better, right? And, that could be an issue there with Taylor Decker. But if you don't like mauling and pushing guys and putting them on their back heels, I don't know what to say. If they can't run the ball here and they can't have success offensively here, and at least try to match the defensive fly this year, they going to have a lot. So they got deeper issues than I know. But we'll see what happen, man. This shouldn't be a tough offense for Stafford to pick up, and we'll see where it go down. But I think the biggest acquisition offensively, and I think in free agency this year in general, is Darrell Bevell, man. But hey, Motor City Sports Talk, appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request.